So an unfair advantage then is a unique, identifiable asset that propels individuals or businesses into favorable positions without necessarily being unethical or illegal. So it's an advantage that's allowed, but it gives you an edge on your competition, be it you or businesses. Okay, so how to identify if you have some kind of unfair advantage. So in the book, they talk about the Miles framework, which is M for money, I for intelligence or insight, L for location or luck, E for education or expertise, and S for status. And this offers a structured approach to try and find out what your unfair advantage is. And this is really important if they ask themselves, what characteristics or traits that I have now would align with my future goal. So for example, when it comes to intelligence/insight, I am not great at mathematical problems. Therefore, in my future, aligning myself with a job that requires maths is probably not in line, or it's probably not an advantage to me in the long term. What would be more advantageous to me when it comes to insight is to play into my natural ability. So once you start auditing yourself with this Miles framework, you can begin to understand the tangible assets and also the intangible qualities that contribute to one's competitive edge. For example, status, as defined by sociologist Pierre Bourdieu, encompasses economic, cultural, and social capital impacting one's perceived ability to add value. So that is why having a profession gives you an edge, gives you status. That is why being from a certain place or being someone's child elevates your status without you having to do anything. That's why you have people sending their children to certain schools, because they know the status that's connected with those schools will give their children an unfair advantage, perceived unfair advantage.